Sorry to announce that Dr. Ghansala won't be able to join us this afternoon. A colleague, Mr. Durgesh, is going to speak instead, for which we're most grateful. So I'd now call upon him to come forward and talk to us about the Graphic Era University of India. Thank you for standing in.
Good afternoon, and Speak Chair and Moderator, extremely luminary gathering. See, I'm standing here on behalf of Graphic Era University, India, and as a member of Board of Management who has also been associated with open and distance learning. So I'm here to present Graphic Era University. See, since morning we have been deliberating, discussing about education, and definitely by no means the kind of disparities we have in this planet. Everything can be tackled, all issues can be resolved. Of course, if there is a vibrant education system, that is the need of our. So with regard to, and technology, yes, of course, technology can help, innovations can help, especially in this third millennium. As in the morning we were saying, currency in this millennium happens to be education. So with regard to using technology, leveraging technologies to address, to bridge disparities, Graphic Era University was established in India, especially in difficult geographies. Education in difficult geography happens to be a still more greater issue as we have it today. In the world of today, where we say about 3 billion people, almost on mobile and otherwise happen to be on internet technologies, online education is indeed possible, mobile education is indeed possible. But to make use of all these technologies in difficult geographies, especially in Himalayas, at times I call this Himalayas, Uttarakhand it is, one of the states in India. So it is a corridor between UK to UK, I call it at times. So it got established, and from a very, very humble beginning, now university happens to have about 15,000 students, and it is having 3 campuses, massive campuses, and spread over an expanse of about 500 acres of land. So it is what you will find is, and landscape is absolutely amazing. And the kind of technological intervention with regard to reaching out to last mile learner, that has happened, that is absolutely fabulous, that is extraordinary, that has happened. And especially bridging the gap between educational haves and educational have-nots, the kind of innovative work this university has done is exemplary. How to learn, how learning can be expressed. So we know for certain how to learn, we know or we don't know, but we definitely know when learning is not possible, when learning is not done. It is when there is fear, when there is pressure, when there is depression, short of that. So one professor from Italy was talking about happiness. Yes, when the institution is smiling, when the university, which stands for Association of Learned and Alerted People, when everybody is smiling, definitely learning does take place. And Dr. Ghansala has done it. It's a smiling institution where students are happy. It's a very, very vibrant institution. Because more and more universities, institutions, learning curves, not possible in silos. So what is happening? Many people are coming from across. They're just trying to build a collaborative system, collaborative intelligence, and therefore university is working on all those principles. So herein also, this consortium can address this issue, because whatever the strengths are, so ultimately got to be one. Planet is having several problems. Yes, if at all we can come together, and if at all we can co-create, in this world of today, we can create OERs, open educational resources. We can create MOOCs. Yes, we have created a couple of MOOCs on cyber securities and other areas. So if at all those could be used, utilized, leveraged by one and all, the world is going to be a different place altogether.